with us now. Will you reveal yourself?
Brother Michael, thank you for coming.
Of course, Your Grace.
These are dark times, please. Tell me you have good news.
Madame, the night has taken an even darker turn. The council members have reached a decision.
You can't mean. Surely the council came to reason.
Perhaps you should sit down.
I am your queen. I'll sit if I choose.
I was merely attempting to protect the lady.
I've survived these last 7 years on my own. When those barbarians murdered my husband, your late king, it was I who ended the winter at the edge of my blade. I do not sit if my life is in danger.
Yes, my lady.
Tell me, what happened at the meeting?
The Council of Three met under the Sacred Oak. All three members discussed at length concerning the matters of duty, the matters of loyalty, and the matters of your children.
Do not draw this out, Brother Michael. Speak plain.
Your Highness, I beg you, when they come telling me it was I who did the deed, let me take the fall.
I cannot.
I will tell them it was me.
Why? Why would you do such a thing?
To protect you.
I need no protection. I am your queen.
They will be here soon. The Council of Three have taken it upon themselves to personally remove you from your throne. My lady, if the culprits who murdered your children cannot be found, then at least let me take your place beneath the axe.
Why?
So that you can continue to rule.
You would do that?
I live to serve you and your kingdom.
You would admit to murdering children.
If the Queen commanded it, yes.
And when they asked you what their screams sounded like, what might you tell the Council of Three?
My lady,
Their screams. What do they sound like, Brother Michael?
I don't.
Did they sound like hogs? Or maybe young calves squalling for their mother when the fire began to cook them?
My lady.
My children were strong. It would have taken great force to deal with them. Great force to bar the door, to cry out when their hands grab onto your ankles from under that very door and still not retract one's decision. I do not see that force within you, Brother Michael.
Lady, please.
My queen, the Council of Three have entered the castle.
Let them come.
They say there was a young woman who was found murdered at the castle, who looked as though she was part of a ceremony or ritual. But my queen, your children, why? How could you do such a thing?
It was either them or me. These are dark times and the night is getting darker.
Our most royal queen, death is apparent on your hands. The children of King Dante IV have you to blame for their deaths. They cry to the gods for their vengeance.
The gods have never listened to our cries. They do not reside in this land.
Blasphemy!
They do not reside in this world.
Kneel before us, traitor.
I no longer need the gods. I turn to the devils who sparked the fire.
She admits to the murder.
The fire that engulfed my children.
She severed the royal bloodline.
I command them to rise from the flames.
She must die.
I command them to appear.
My queen, no!
She must die.
I command them to appear. My children, your strength is eternal now. Speak now to rid this world of these religious puppets.
Teachers and students, please pardon this announcement.
Oh, come on.
Heather Price, if you're in the building, please come to the office. Heather Price, you're needed in the office.
Kim, you told me you disconnected that speaker.
No, I told you I figured out how to disconnect the speaker, but
Oh, come on, Kim.
Campbell told me I wasn't allowed to disconnect the speaker until the night of the show.
I want to connect it before tonight's rehearsal. All right, let's start with the back and forth between the council and the queen.
Logan, we have 3 minutes in class remaining.
Thank you, three.
Thank you, three.
Everyone get changed, but before you do, rehearsal is immediately after school. And I do mean immediately. Tomorrow is our final dress rehearsal, and Marcy has graciously volunteered to step down as stage manager for the night.
My gosh, Marcy, step down. How will you handle it?
How will you handle it, Joel? This boy can't find the stage without her.
It's only for one night so she can take pictures. Kim always has them done when everyone's tired and ready to go home. I'd rather just get them done before and get them out of the way.
Great idea, babe.
Yeah. So that's all I have.
And please hang up your costumes. I did not make them so they could live on the floor. Hey, Logan, can I talk to you for a second?
Hold on, Chelsea. Miller,
I already know what you're gonna say.
that lighting in scene 4.
I know. I already planned on skipping that in Jenkins' class to come in and fix it.
Okay, good.
As long as Kim can come in and help me.
Last period?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I've Wilson and we literally do nothing in his class.
All right. Cool.
I just think we either need to isolate the council
Really,
members
the
or-
whole area needs to be focused. Don't worry, Logan. We'll pick them up.
Okay, and Kim,
Logan.
there were a few times where the music just abruptly cut off. I think that only happened.
Logan, I need to talk to you.
Chelsea, why don't we get changed and head to the cafeteria? The next bell's about to ring and you can just talk during lunch.
Logan,
What?
you brought this on yourself.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on, nothing. You can't tell me you didn't see this happening.
Well, I didn't quite predict this.
You cast the new girl in the lead role of the show that you're directing instead of your own girlfriend?
And not just any lead role, but a role in a show that you wrote.
I'd be so pissed.
But Laura's perfect for this part.
Oh, she's perfect.
She's great.
She's amazing in this role, and that's why Chelsea's mad at you.
You know, for a guy who's really good at character analysis and studying people's goals and expectations.
You really dropped the ball on this one, Chicks.
But it would have looked bad if I'd cast my own girlfriend as the lead role.
Look bad to who?
Whom?
Thank you. Look bad to who?
I don't know anymore. Honestly, I'll just be glad when the show's over.
So we all.
What?
Oh, calm down. Let's not change away. People wanting to execute each other for the horrible decisions they've made. Oh, and the show's not half bad either.
Funny.
Look, Chelsea just reeks of negative energy.
You know, you two sure seem to have your finger on the pulse of the show.
We're the crew. That's what we're best at.
Disconnect them.
Yes, sir.
And let me know if there's anything else I need to
Don't worry
tone
about
down.
it, Logan. We'll get them picked up.
Hey, Logan, can I talk to you for a second?
No worries, Laura. What's up?
This may sound completely stupid, but I need to make sure I'm doing okay.
Are you kidding? You're doing fine.
Okay.
Okay.
No offense, I need more than fine. I want you to be brutally honest with me.
All right. If I'm being brutally honest, I'm thrilled with everything you're doing. You've really taken control of your role. You've been off book since nearly day one, which some of the others haven't even accomplished yet. And you are, and I don't use this word lightly, but you're believable.
The fact that this is my first show isn't blatantly obvious.
I'm excited.
All right, Logan. We're out of here.
All right, thanks, Kim. Thanks, Miller.
I'm sorry, I need to go.
No, I'm good. Is something wrong?
If we're still being honest,
We are.
I'm sensing some hostility from some of the cast.
So I've got it.
My biggest fear coming into this production was being the outsider. I've always known theater to be a pretty exclusive place.
Jealousy does run high in the theater world, but I'm sure you've experienced that before. And I'm sorry, was it prose or poetry?
Poetry, but it's not the same. I pick the piece that I read, I don't audition for it, and when I compete, when anyone competes, we're really just a one-person show. You're not standing alongside your competition as they judge your every move.
That is a good point.
I guess I haven't felt entirely welcome.
And I'm sorry to hear that. I could talk to everyone before.
Please don't do that.
Why not?
I don't really want them knowing I talked to you. I'm trying to deal with this in my own way, but I wanted you to be aware in case my performance suffers.
I'll make sure that doesn't happen. Well, do you like the show at least?
I love it. It feels so, ancient.
Ancient? You mean boring?
No, not at all.
I hear ancient and I think boring. The last thing I want is for the audience to fall asleep during this.
They won't. What I mean is it's timeless.
Timeless is a far better adjective.
This sounds crazy, but it feels like I'm uncovering something that happened centuries ago.
How so?
I walk into this room and a veil gets lifted. I tap into this story, this experience, and I find myself bringing it back to life with every line. I've never experienced anything like it before.
But you perform stories all the time.
It's different.
Different how?
When I compete in poetry, there's no costume, no lighting. It's just me, alone, holding the script in my hand. And all I'm doing is relaying a story to the judge.
Laura, Campbell tells me you won state last year. I'm sure you do a bit more than just relay info.
I guess what I mean is, I find myself getting lost in this role. So much more than just a piece I'm reading out of a binder. And that's why I need your criticism. Your honest criticism. I have to know that what I'm bringing into this world is a story you want told.
I have never heard anyone talk about theater like this.
Oh, come on, that's a lie.
Oh, come on, nothing. I'm serious. I just wish the others thought like you.
I'm sorry, I've rambled too much. I'll see you after school.
I'll see you after school.
Holy crap, it's dark. Why don't you turn the lights on?
I don't know. I'm not the crew.
I think it's one of these. Nope. Sarah, don't you know how to work the lights?
I ran one show my freshman year, but I had no idea what I was doing.
We could just sit in the audience.
I cannot sit where the common folks sit.
I was born for the stage. This is where I belong.
What a thing to say about your adoring fans. They love to hear their star performer talking about them that way.
You mean Queen's servant?
Watch it!
We barely see you even with the lights on.
Don't get me started. That girl drives me insane. Do you see how Logan talks to her?
Let's try this.
What an improvement, Casey!
I can't figure this out.
Let me see.
Chelsea? Chelsea? Chelsea, what is it?
What are you guys doing in here?
We're helping you with your life.
Yeah, I seriously doubt that.
Just trying to find David's new hiding spot.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen David in here.
Have you seen him, Kim?
No, I'm not a freshman anymore. It doesn't work on me.
David knows that, but it doesn't matter. Come on, girls, let's go.
Woo!
I can't believe they still hold that over again.
I can't believe they still don't know how to turn on the lights. They've been here for how long? Come on, let's get the ladder.
Well, it has been a while since we've seen anything suspicious, hasn't it? Heard any strange noises lately?
Nope.
Seen any shadowy figures out of the corners of your eye?
No.
Come on, I need some new material for next year's class. This year's freshmen just didn't seem as scared of David as well.
As you were?
I was going to say, as they should have been. But all right, you and Jason telling us those stories freaked me out for all of Crucible.
Oh man, that was a great show. All right, Klein, start with that council light right there. And yeah, you're right. Jason did have some pretty wicked David stories.
They were terrifying. I remember the upperclassmen girls screaming at things only they could see.
That's what the girls in the Crucible do.
Thank you, Miller, I know. But y'all really amped it up with my group, cornering the crew backstage and telling us to run to the dressing room to fetch their aprons, and Jason jumping out behind the clothes rack. Oh, and the whispering on the headsets, God, I hated that. Not to mention they did a seance on the stage during initiation night.
God, those girls were brutal.
I consider dropping theater because of it. This was my class year to really scare these freshmen, and they weren't even scared at all. Is this one good?
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
And yeah, you're right. That's because Chelsea handled the initiation. You know, she's not the actor she thinks she is.
Well, I thought her Madame Arcadi was okay.
Her Arcadi was mediocre at best.
Yeah, she didn't really capture the essence of telling those stories.
She turned it into a performance piece and made all the stories about her. It's better when it comes from the crew.
Which is why you should have let it.
I know, but to Chelsea and her cohorts, the crew is inferior. It's the actors that run the place, and it's the actors that are the face of the theater department. Why, I guess if there's no actors, there'd be no show.
Well, I mean, I kind of have to agree with that last point. You really think an audience is going to come watch you program a light board and me climb a ladder?
Hey, they might find that entertaining.
Hey, Campbell.
Hey, Campbell.
Shouldn't you two be in class?
Shouldn't you be in teaching class?
Teacher conference this period, and I am the theater teacher, and look at that. We just so happen to be in the theater. What's your excuse?
Don't worry. Our teachers know we're here. We're just trying to fix the lights for Logan's show.
Everything okay in rehearsals?
Same drama, different day.
Lovely. Are things better with Chelsea and Laura?
For them to be better, they'd first have to be good.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, Chelsea's just queen of passive aggression, and Logan's taking it pretty hard.
You know, he told us after class that he'd be glad when it was over.
Directing is hard work.
I know, but a show that's just so close to him. He should be enjoying this.
Logan made a tough decision, and now he's having to live with the consequences.
Wow, you're right, Mom.
It's true. And I'm sure this is really hard for Chelsea because Laura came out of left field and got the role she wanted, which she's not used to. And what Logan is experiencing is one of the toughest things about my job. Casting the student who's right for the role rather than the student who thinks they deserve it. How is Laura anyway?
Oh, she's perfect.
Great.
Good. Well, only 2 more days till you open, right? I'll be front and center to watch Logan's magnum opus unfold.
Hey, Campbell. Have you experienced anything from David lately?
Kim.
David? No, not really. But he's always around.
Campbell, you don't really believe in that stuff, you know, ghosts and whatnot?
I believe there is an energy in every theater, sure.
In energy?
Yeah, every theater has a resident ghost, but I think more often than not, it's just an energy that is manifested from, well, you.
Me?
Yeah, the crew, the actors, the audience. Whether they know it or not, they play a big part.
I'm lost.
My theater professor in college said that in every show, emotions are called up by an audience. All of the people in these seats are reacting to something on stage, whether it be something funny or something sad. And whenever all of these people are mutually feeling the same thing at the same time, an energy is created. And then that energy fuses with all the emotions and feelings created by the actors, and it hangs in the air like a cloud.
For how long?
Who knows? And when one show ends, what usually happens next?
Well, another play goes into production.
Exactly. The process repeats until there's an energy that never goes away, calling out like a beacon.
Beacon for what?
For David. I want to get down now.
That's just what my professor told me.
But where does David come from?
Well, people who believe in spirits or ghosts think that they're attracted to really high levels of energy and they use it to present themselves.
That's preposterous.
Shut up. Present themselves how?
Any number of ways. I mean, every theater ghost is different, but there's the usual moving furniture, misplacing props, turning the lights on and off, even possessing someone.
Possessing someone?
Like The Exorcist?
Maybe possess was too strong. Have you ever heard of an actor, whenever they've just had a really good performance, they come off stage and say, I don't know what came over me?
I have.
You have not.
Yes, I have.
No one around here turns in a good enough performance to say,
Oh, I don't know what came over me.
Wow, Miller, harsh. You do remember I'm the theater teacher, right?
of course, no offense to you.
What's the significance of somebody saying that?
Well, people think that whenever an actor really loses themselves in a role, that it's a spirit that is passing or living through them. The actor's energy is high, emotions are flying. The spirit can no longer produce its own emotions, so it has to cling on to somebody living who can.
Campbell, for real?
I'm just telling you what others think. Now, do I believe in it? I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, it's a very interesting idea, and there are a lot of odd things that happen in the theater.
Well, odd things for sure, but ghosts?
I guess it's just about what you believe.
But who is David and why does he need to live through us?
Truthfully, David is probably just a name somebody assigned to all the odd things they couldn't explain.
But,
Kim, David's just a tradition that we tell the freshmen in order to scare them. He's not real.
but the furniture moving, the props missing, that stuff happens.
High school students are lazy. They break things and don't always put them back where they belong, or rather than just like own up to the fact that they lost a prop, they just blame David.
Well, I like to think there's something here, even if it's made up. I just hope it likes our show.
Ah, well, way to be positive.
Hey Campbell, can I just get that?
Sure, I wouldn't mind not hearing any announcements.
10 minutes till places.
Hey, thank you, Tim. Well, that's fine too. You two have fun.
All right, Caleb, what are we thinking for makeup for you two?
Wait, I have to wear makeup?
Yes, you're playing a dead child.
Look, I can't be seen wearing makeup.
It's theater, Zeke. Everyone wears makeup. I know they don't make you in basketball, but
Look, Logan, I didn't sign up for this.
Don't worry about him, Logan. I've got it covered. White makeup for the majority of the face, black circles around the eyes and some blood. Ooh, also some burns. I'm trying to figure out how we can get them to hang off our chins.
That's creepy.
Okay, I'm in.
all right, just make sure you come and show me before show. Last thing, Chelsea,
Yeah,
your scenes tonight were really good.
thanks.
Your interaction with the queen felt genuine, and you looked invested.
Well, of course I'm invested. This is your show, and I couldn't be more proud of you.
Thanks. Well, that's all I got. Tomorrow is our final dress rehearsal, and Marcy's gonna be taking pictures during, right?
I already have permission to use one of the yearbook cameras. I'll pick it up at the weekend.
Good. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Hey, Laura, wait up. Can we talk? Sure.
Chelsea, is everything okay?
Yeah, I just need to talk to Laura so we can work on some of our scenes.
Is everything okay? I don't understand.
No, it's really just a thought.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
You know it.
What did you want to work on?
Oh, I didn't want to work on scenes. To be honest, I just needed to tell Logan something so he wouldn't stick around. I wanted to come clean with you. I know you're okay. We all have. What? No, it's fine. Laura, don't lie.
The moment I saw you at auditions, I hated you. And once I saw your name on the cast list, I wanted to slit your tires, scratch your eyes out in front of the entire school, or burn your house to the ground.
I couldn't decide, but I didn't.
I mean, you can understand why I was so upset, right?
Yeah.
I was sure I was getting the part of the queen. I was with Logan when he came up with the idea for the play, the first person who read the script, and I was with him when Campbell told him he could produce it. I've been with Logan every step of the way, and then you show up and take it away from me.
Listen, I never meant.
I'm not done. I have worked very hard to be where I am this year. I have put up with a lot of drama, and the last thing that I need my senior year is for my relationship with Logan and my reign over this department to come crashing down. That is why I can't be mad at you anymore. You are not responsible. Can you please just put this all behind us? I think it would make things easier on ourselves, the cast, and especially Logan.
You're not pulling my leg, are you?
No, Laura. This has really been beating her up lately. It really has. Can we please start over?
I'd love that. That'd be great.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Pictures.
I was so worried. I thought y'all were gonna beat the crap out of me.
No! A few weeks ago, yes. But I came to the realization that it's not worth being mad over. I've had it easy my last couple of years. It's a good wake-up call. Humbling in a way.
I'm glad we could work this out. I've been dreading coming to rehearsal.
I completely understand, and I'm so sorry. You know, after my freshman year, I swore I would never act like the upperclassmen I had to deal with.
Why? What was wrong with them?
Jealousy, mainly. They were also insecure and threatened by me, which I now realize is my biggest problem. Oh my my God, isn't it crazy how we repeat past injustice? So crazy.
And injustice sucks.
Why? What would they do?
I would walk into the room and they would stop what they were doing and give me the nastiest looks. I was so excited to finally be a part of with what I thought were mature people, but they didn't want anything to do with me. I've always been talented, Laura, but they had convinced me I was worthless.
It's true.
Or they'd skip lines so that my entrance would come much sooner than I expected, and then get on to me for missing my lines. Or they'd steal my props and blame it on David.
David? Who's David?
Oh, you don't know David?
Who's David?
Oh, that's right. She wasn't here at the beginning of the semester. We have to tell her. She's a part of the department now. We have to tell her.
Sarah Casey? Oh my gosh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Do they have that mirror?
I know where it is.
Perfect. We need a wine glass, a mirror. Does anybody have any lipstick?
I have some, but what exactly are we doing?
You'll see.
Who's David?
David our ghost?
Ghost?
Every theater department has one. Yeah, didn't you know that?
I guess not.
Do you believe in ghosts, Laura?
No, not really.
I didn't either until I heard about David.
Casey, a wine glass? So, legend has it that there was a kid named David who went to this school. David loved theater so much, but apparently, bless his heart, he wasn't very good at acting. He came to every audition and was never cast, not even as a crew member, which is just sad.
So sad.
But even though he was never cast, he would show up to the rehearsals like he was supposed to be there. He'd sit in the audience and act like he was a part of the show. Eventually, he started showing up before anyone else and would hide behind the curtains in the dressing rooms. But his favorite spot was underneath the seats of the audience. Found it! By this point, everyone was afraid of David because they never knew if he was around or not, watching from his new hiding spot. Then, during David's senior year, a new director was hired, and she cast him in a role against the wishes of everyone in the department. The day the cast list was posted, David showed up extra early because he couldn't wait for his first real rehearsal to begin. As he was hiding, a fire broke out just outside the hall. There was a lot of construction going on in the band hall at the time, and a lot of material collapsed and barred the doors of the black box.
What kind of material?
I don't know, scaffolding or something? Anyway, the material fell against the doors, trapping David in this very room. The fire was put out, and the building was saved, but there was so much smoke, it suffocated David, killing him.
That's awful.
When the firefighters finally made their way into the room, one of them was walking on the audience risers when David's hand popped out and grabbed onto one of their ankles. They found him underneath, but he was dead, with his hand locked on the ankle. So, now that you know the story of David, it's time to communicate with him. This is our makeshift Ouija board.
What?
So this is how we talk to David.
You've got to be kidding me.
Laura, it's tradition that any new members of the department reach out to David. You have to make your presence known, or bad stuff starts to happen to you.
Worse than how the three of you treated me?
No. It starts off small. He'll rip up your costumes, steal your props, then show up in the dressing room. David has to know you're okay with him being here. If not,
He may reach out and grab you.
Okay, I think it's time for me to go home.
Laura, sit down. It's just a story. It's just for fun. We want you to be part of our group.
Laura, it's really just an excuse for Chelsea to relive her glory days playing Madame Arcadi and Blithe Spirits.
Hey! Laura, just do this with us. Amuse us. Nothing ever happens. Just think of this as our harmless initiation. You want to be part of our department, right?
Maybe just for a minute.
Perfect. Sarah, hit the lights.
So, what do we do?
We all
Hey, I
start-
did it!
We all place our fingers on the wine glass and focus on the memory of David. David! David, are you there? We come before you tonight with a new member of our thespian tribe. Are you here with us, David?
I can't see a thing in here.
Chase, stop moving it. It's not me, I swear. Yeah, I'm sure none of you are moving the glass.
Shh! We need to focus. David, it is I, Madame Arcadi. You also know me as Chelsea. We wish for you to meet someone. We wish for you to meet someone named Laura.
Hello?
Tell us, David, are you here with us now?
Yes.
Which one of you is moving the glass?
Don't lose the connection. It is David, my dear. David is communicating with us. We are powerless now. David, Laura is in our newest production and has yet to be introduced to you. We want you to know that she accepts you and is fine with you being part of this space. Are you okay with that, Laura? Laura, do you want to ask David a question?
Fine. Oh, great and powerful David. Who's moving the wine glass?
D-A-V-I.
Okay, I'll play along. How did you die, David?
F-I-R-E.
Right. Do these girls really want to be my friend? No, well that's reassuring.
Who did that?
It wasn't me! Okay, everyone just put your hands back on the glass if you don't want to lose the connection. David, why does Chelsea not like me?
L-O-G-A.
Stop it! From now on, I ask the questions. David, we want to see you. Will you reveal yourself? He's here!
Right, Chelsea, who's under here? Hey. Hello? Guys? Hey, what is this? What's going on? Guys, Chelsea? Oh my god, you freaked me out. Is that you, Steve? Joel? I can't move my legs for some reason. This isn't funny anymore. Guys, Chelsea, you can stop this now. Get away from me! Get away! Who are you?
I am the one they call David.
What?
Do not be afraid, Laura. I want to help you, and you can help me.
Help you?
Yes. I need you.
Which one of you bumped me on the head?
Joel, are you just coming out now? Did Laura even see you?
I don't know. Maybe. Mine too. I'm gonna throw up.
Joel, did Laura see you?
I don't think so. I'm gonna be sick.
But Campbell, she's nowhere to be found.
That can't be true.
I've tried every means of communication with Laura. She has yet to respond.
She was at rehearsal last night, right?
Everyone was here last night. When we were done, Chelsea said she wanted to work some scenes with Laura. They were in here with Sarah and Casey.
And Joel.
No, I didn't see Joel.
His car was in the parking lot when you and I left last night.
He wasn't in here.
Well, what do they say?
The same thing. They finished around 10 and they all left together.
Logan, I am sure she is at home and she will be at rehearsal tonight.
Campbell, we open tomorrow night.
Right. Tomorrow night, not tonight.
Well, why isn't she answering her phone?
I don't know. She forgot to charge it, pre-show jitters. She's the new kid in the department and you dropped a giant roller lap. And from what I've gathered, things have been a little tense between her and some of the others.
But something just doesn't feel right.
Logan, relax. I'm sure she's at home and she will be at rehearsals later. And if not, you just begin to look for someone to replace her.
Replace my lead actress?
Adaptability. It's what we do best in the theater.
But the only person that could possibly replace her is... I'm trying to reach Joel.
You got it?
Hey, Campbell, they just came over the intercom and asked for you in the front office.
What? I didn't hear. Oh, that's right. Kim disconnected it. Logan, I'm sure everything will work out. There's nothing to be worried about. After all, the show must go on, and all the other motivational words.
Kim disconnected the bell? I could have sworn I heard it here last night.
What?
Nothing.
Chelsea, what is the matter with you?
Nothing. I just didn't sleep well.
Didn't sleep well. You look hungover.
Thanks for the compliment.
Are you hungover?
No, Logan, I am not hungover.
What about Sarah and Casey? Because they're looking just as
I
well
don't
as you
feel
are.
well, Logan. End of story.
Chelsea, I'm going to ask you one last time. What happened last night with you and Laura?
Nothing happened.
Did you work scenes with her?
Not exactly.
What does that mean?
We talked.
Did you talk her into getting drunk?
No, I told you.
Did you see her leave and get her car? Or...
Why are you so concerned with Laura?
Because she is the lead in my show, and no one else can do her part.
No one else can do her part?
That's not what I meant.
Please enlighten me. What did you mean?
I meant in the amount of time that we have.
That was supposed to be my part, Logan. My part. And for some reason, you gave it away.
No, I did not just give it away. I gave it to someone who deserved it. Chelsea,
I didn't do anything to your precious Laura.
Then where is she?
How am I supposed to know? What I do know is I'm going to be here right after school. I'm going to fix my hair and put my makeup on, and I'll be here when Marcy calls us to places. If you don't have a lead, that's your fault, not mine.
Should have stayed in band. Anything?
Oh, no. I've sent 100 messages and there's no response.
Thanks, Marcy.
Hey, listen, I really need to get to Jenkins.
Go. I'll see you after school.
See you after school. I look at you, and my skin crawls with ferocity that I've never felt. Your eyes, I feel your eyes yearning to fillet my callous flesh, to warm their way to my soul so that you can come to the hasty conclusion of who I am and destroy what I've so rightfully earned. Your attempts to frighten me away from my role are futile. You do not want me here, and yet I stand before you alone, equipped to endure your most murderous and perverse plots. Although I am not alone, or rather I feel a presence that is foreign and yet friendly to me. When I seek out this fragmentary entity, I find only darkness, and I want nothing to do with what is good and what is light. I come before this council of three to be absolved of the false accusations thrust upon me. I openly mock the forefathers who saw it necessary for your kind to claim existence in this land. You should be the ones being ridiculed, accusing your queen with the murder of her own children. And I should be the court, all-encompassing and unyielding, who rains fire upon you. I call forth the darkness, be it devils or be it deceitful hope, to aid me in your complete destruction. I call forth the darkness. I call forth the darkness. The council of three will come to an end!
Is that Laura?
Laura! Laura, wake up!
I gotta call
It's
Logan.
Kim, can you hear me?
Where am I?
You're in the black box.
Where's he?
Who, Logan?
No, I...
Laura, where have you been?
What do you mean? I've been here.
How did you get here?
I've been here since rehearsal started with Chelsea.
Rehearsal? What rehearsal?
Tonight's rehearsal with Chelsea and Brittany.
Laura, we haven't seen you all day.
All day?
We couldn't find you.
Kim, listen to me. Something is wrong. I can't explain it, but... What? I thought I disconnected that.
Alright, I called Logan. He's on his way. He's gonna be so happy to see you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause any panic. I've stayed home for most of the day working on my lines. This role is so important to me. I finally get a chance to prove myself.
Don't worry about it. This group will eat you up if you're not careful.
Laura, what is wrong?
What's wrong? Nothing is wrong.
But you just told me.
I'm fine, really.
Then why were you on the floor?
I needed to rest.
Rest?
Sure, all these late night rehearsals have taken their toll.
Why didn't you respond to anyone? We've been trying to reach you.
Too much of a distraction. I needed time to properly connect.
Connect?
To my character. I've had to dig deep, but I finally got her. I've been in here so long. I don't know what came over me. I guess I just must have fallen asleep when you two came in.
What did you just say?
Oh, thank God, Laura, you're here.
Logan, you must be so mad.
No, I'm fine. You're here and that's all that matters.
Logan, I am so sorry.
It's all right. The show can go on. Where did you get this dress?
Do you like it? I thought it'd be perfect for Queen Rachel.
I love it.
Do you think Marcy will mind? I know she's the costumer for the show.
Oh, crap. Marcy. I better tell her you're here. She's been having as much a conniption fit as I have.
There's something the matter with her.
Yeah, she's just stressed about the show.
No, it's something more than that.
Okay, what are you talking about?
I think she's possessed.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on, nothing. You should have seen her when we came in. She was freaking out on the floor. The bell rings and she becomes a whole nother person.
The bell?
Yeah, which is strange because I disconnected it yesterday.
I didn't hear the bell.
You were out in the hallway.
Kim, the bell didn't ring in the hallway.
Shut up, yes it did. I'm not a freshman anymore. You can stop with the scare tactics.
Kim, wait!
So Marcy wasn't mad about the dress?
At this point, I don't think she cares what you wear as long as you're here.
Again, I'm sorry for sending you into a panic.
It's all right. I'll admit, I was pretty upset earlier, but Kimmel did a good job taking me off the ledge. I realized that missing rehearsal in front of an empty room isn't nearly as bad as missing a performance in front of a full audience.
I almost forgot.
What's that?
I've been waiting so long to prove what I can do.
I think after tonight, we're going to be ready for an audience.
That's the missing piece.
What is?
I need the audience now to help bring this role to life.
Right. Well, Laura, you're going to be great.
Yes, Logan, I am.
Royal Queen, death is apparent on your hands. The children of King Dante IV have you to blame for their deaths. They cry to the gods for their vengeance.
The gods have never listened to our cries. They do not reside in this land.
Blasphemy!
They do not reside in this world.
Kneel before us, traitor.
I no longer need the gods. I turn to the devils to spark the fire.
She admits to the murder.
The fire that engulfed my children.
She severed the royal bloodline.
I command them to rise from the flames.
She must die.
I command them to appear.
My queen, no!
She must
I
die.
command them to appear. My children, your strength is eternal now. Speak now to rid this world of these religious puppets.
Precious mother, you severed our lives to grant us the power of immortality. These zealots want to rid this world of you. The witching hour is upon us, and if bloodshed is what they want, then bloodshed is what they will get.
The witching hour is upon us.
The council of three shall be no more. Watch, mother, and be proud of your bloodline.
Stop! Laura, calm down! What's going on?
He's here, please.
Laura, who is here?
He's strangling me.
You're okay, calm down.
Please help, he's here. David is here. He's
My
strangling
God,
me.
you really believe
Get away from me, please. Please, I need to get out of here.
Okay,
Please,
stand
Logan.
up.
Please, I need to leave.
Laura,
please.
let's go get some air.
Did you see him? Did any of you see him?
Chelsea?
All we did was tell her the same stupid ghost story we've all been told.
So now it went from nothing happened, Logan, to you held a seance and filled her head with David?
Nothing happened.
Something clearly happened. She's raving like a lunatic.
She's telling the truth, Logan.
We had this plan. Sarah!
He has to know. We had this plan to have Joel come out from under the table in a seance, but she left before it even happened.
I guess she's just as
Chelsea,
bad
you've
as
ruined this show. Your negative energy and your need to be the star, no matter the cost, has ruined my show.
That girl ruined your show. If you had just cast me.
I never had any intention of casting you. Chelsea, tell Campbell to cancel the show.
Whoa,
What was that?
I have no idea. I wasn't even touching the board.
Logan, there's something you should know.
What is it, Ken?
Before rehearsal, me and Miller came in and we found
Laura!
We all need to leave.
What?
We're in danger here.
Laura, I don't know what they told
It
you.
wasn't them. He came out from the curtains and took hold of me. I can't believe this. Oh, David isn't real. Please, you all have to believe me.
I know you're stressed about the show.
To hell with the show. I can't do this.
Laura, we open tomorrow night.
And I won't be a part of it, Logan. Make it stop! Make it stop!
What is she talking about?
Please, he's coming back! Please,
She lost it.
turn it off!
Laura,
now.
this isn't funny. That's
God, stop
Laura,
it!
that's enough!
No. What did you do? Where are you? Please wake up. Don't leave me with him.
What are you doing, Laura?
No, leave me alone.
I can't do that. We've come this far.
Why are you doing this?
Tomorrow is opening night. Our audience will wait.
Please, let them go.
Look how strong I've grown.
No,
Don't know
stop.
how long I've waited for this. More than anything, I wanted to be a part of this theater.
Join everyone on the stage and partake in this ancient tradition. I want to learn to become someone else.
Because no one ever wanted me. They didn't think I could contribute. They didn't want me here.
But look at me now. I am one of all. I am not a part of this thing.
I
am this theater.
And you helped me do that, Laura. You lose yourself in your role. You make it so easy to feed off of you.
Because you know how to bring a character to life. And in a way, you've brought me to life. But I'm not done yet. There's still one thing that must be
Connected before I can truly become what I've always wanted.
A presence on this stage.
Laura,
She's coming around.
back up. Come on, give her some air.
What's going on?
You fainted, Laura. Don't you remember anything?
I remember that. I got all of you.
What did she just say?
I freaked you all out. I thought you were going so good. You thought I was scared of some ghost story.
You were screaming, pulling your hair out, and then you fainted.
It's called acting, Chelsea. Maybe you should try it sometime.
Excuse me?
That's what you get for trying to scare me.
Laura? Are you sure you're okay? You really had me going.
I'm sorry, Logan. I just had to prove that I belonged.
I think you succeeded.
Good. That's all I needed to hear.
Thank you.
Logan, I need you to look at
What's
this.
it looking like out there?
It's a pretty good sized crowd, but I need you to see something really
Is
fun.
everyone here? Sarah, Casey?
Yes, surprisingly.
What time is it?
15 minutes till house, but...
Right, we gotta get
Logan, I need you to see this.
See what?
Some of the pictures I took last night.
Marcy, I told you.
Logan, shut up.
Look,
Notice anything?
They're great pictures, Marcy. Thanks.
Logan, this is the Council of Three.
Right. Wait. There's 4. Who is this? Is it Zeke?
No.
Someone just snuck in and grabbed an extra cloak.
There are no extra cloaks, Logan. I only made 3.
But there's no one else who could have. Are they all like this?
Only the ones with Laura in them. What is that?
Delete them. There's something wrong with your camera.
It's not just my camera. This was taken the other night with Casey's phone. There was something here last night. Wasn't there?
Don't be ridiculous.
The way Laura was acting?
Go get everyone ready for warm-ups. Don't say anything about this to them.
Logan.
Now, Marcy. Good evening, everyone. My name is Logan Turner, and I am the writer and director of tonight's performance of Severed Blood Month. This has definitely been a challenging experience, and I have to thank both my cast and crew for putting up with me and helping in their nonstop effort of bringing this idea of mine to life. I could not have done it without them. I want to thank all of you for coming out and for supporting our theater program. And now, I hope you all enjoy Severed Blood Month.
Servant, word, if you would.
Yes, Brother Michael?
I may be speaking out of turn, but the Queen's life is in danger. I require complete honesty from you.
As you wish.
There are those who whisper that the Queen has yet to mourn the passing of her children. They say not a single tear has been shed to express her grief. You are with her those days, yes?
I am.
Are these accusations true? Has she mourned within her bedchambers?
One does speak out of turn.
Please! Her life hangs in the balance.
I should not be talking to you.
You care for her, do you not?
It is my duty to wait upon her majesty. Nothing more.
I know she is cruel and strong, but I do not believe she has the strength to murder her own blood.
And what makes you so sure?
My faith.
I envy you for that.
Please. The Council 3 meets within the hour if I can make the case that our Queen is incapable
I have
of
heard her within her bedchambers.
Yes?
She speaks to them.
Children.
She calls them out by name.
Common attributes of a recently childless mother.
She conspires with them.
You've heard this.
Her voice drops to an empty register. Her words probe into the darkness. And what they bring forth, Brother Michael, they've seduced her into something beyond recognition.
They?
She believes she talks to her dead children, but there's a malevolence at play that wears their skin to deceive her. And when I look upon her, kneeling before her bed, the room appears empty, but the air is crowded. There is a presence she has coveted and since convened. A presence with many eyes. And though I deny it, I no longer feel alone.
Brother Michael,
Your Majesty.
if not mistaken, the council meeting begins soon. It'd be a shame if you were to miss it.
Of course.
Please inform me at once when a decision is made.
As you wish.
Your Grace,
Stay, servant.
as you wish.
It appears your tongue has gotten away from you. I can make that a permanent fixture if you'd like.
Please forgive me. He cares for you and only wishes to see you protected.
I am protected. Now what did you want? Speak truth. I know when you're lying.
He asked about your dead children, and if I had ever heard you mourning for them. I told him I had only heard you as you.
As I conjured them. And did he believe you?
He had little time to respond.
And did you also tell him that it was you who helped conjure him?
Him? No, Your Grace, I never.
Or that it was you who provided the necessary ingredients to perform the unspeakable act?
I did it!
Or that it was you who summoned the old witch from the coven who helped drain the blood of the one we sacrificed?
No, I didn't.
Didn't what? Didn't think it would actually work? My children's death is the only thing that has kept me alive. While they lived, a bloodline was secured. They held power over me. My execution was in the final stages of the council's plot, but I put a stop to that. They cannot execute a regal without a successor.
At what cost?
My children may be dead, burned alive in the stable, but their souls still linger. And after tonight, when he is brought forth, you and everyone who plotted against me shall know true pain.
My queen, I never.
But you did. You wanted to be rid of me ever since I claimed this role. I laughed at the idea of your queen. You never had what it takes.
What are you doing?
I got this role because I deserve it. Because of my energy and my dedication to the stage.
What stage, my queen?
I look at you, and my skin crawls with ferocity that I've never felt. You do not want me here, and yet I stand before you, alone, afflicting glory with murderous and perverse plots. Although I am not alone. Or rather, I feel a presence that is foreign and yet friendly to me. If only Logan knew how true his words actually were.
What?
I can feel them, each and every one of them. I call forth the darkness, be it devils or be it deceitful hope, to aid me in your complete destruction.
Let go of me! What is going on? Somebody help!
No, I believe your line is...
My queen, the
Council of Three have entered the castle. How did you help me? Get out of my head! Somebody help!
Kneel before us, traitor.
Please, somebody help!
They can't help you. Look at them so still and silent. They think this is all part of the show.
Sarah, Casey, please, someone help!
They can't help you either. I have them all in the palm of my hand. I command him to rise from the flames.
She must die.
I command him to appear.
Lord, no!
She must
I
die.
command him to appear.
Bravo, Laura.
Is she dead?
A sacrifice was needed.
What?
Chelsea was standing in our way, keeping me from my real potential, and trying to steal you away from me. You brought me back, Laura. Through you, I'm finally able to be a real presence on the stage. I've waited so long.
I don't understand.
Join me, Laura.
No, no, please. No, please. No, let go of me! Let go! Please, let go!
Laura,
Please.
we can go on performing together. Forever. Any role you like. You and I can bring to life. With our company members. I could not have done this without you. There's just one more thing that must be done.
You did nothing. You watched us die, and you did nothing.
Yeah, buddy.